Hi everybody, I've got another try this at home teaching tip. And today's tip is about taking notes with your private clients. So here's my recommendation. There are a lot of different ways to do this. This definitely isn't the only one, but this is what I recommend. I recommend that you honestly probably do this on your phone because it's something that is small, that is with you all the time. I don't really want you to have to lug around folders and notebooks and paper. I just think it's cumbersome. I think you won't always remember to do it, and I think that they can easily kind of get lost or destroyed. So I recommend that you do it digitally. I think that if you find an app that you like, maybe the Notes app, or a lot of people like Evernote or like Google Docs, those would all work really well. You can make a file or even a folder for each client. And then this is what I recommend you do. After each session that you have with them, write down a few things that went really well, things that stand out in particular because you found a new, really unique modification that worked well for them, that they liked, that felt good. And you want to remember to try that again since they really liked it. I would say write down 2 or 3 things that either they really liked or that you sort of modified heavily to make specifically useful for them. And then write down anything in particular, a couple of things that they really didn't like, whether it was because it was uncomfortable, it didn't work, whatever reason, write down a couple of things that they didn't like. And this does a few things. It helps you remember things that worked well so you can try them again. It helps you remember the specific modifications that you made that they really liked. And it also means that with the things that they didn't like, I wouldn't say you're never going to try those again if you think that there's potential benefit. But what it will do is when you bring it back to them to try in a few weeks or a few months, you can say, no, last time we did this, you really didn't like it. If you still don't like it, that's fine, we won't do it. But I think that you might be stronger now and this might feel more doable or something to that effect. So keeping good notes, albeit them simple. I do not think that you need to write down absolutely everything you do in the session. I just don't think that it's necessary. I think that you can take 5 or 10 minutes after each session, make notes about a few things that were specifically created for them and or things that they really liked or things that they didn't like. And writing down all of those things will help the next time you see them, both to create a session that's really meaningful and unique to them. And it also will help to deepen your relationship so that when you bring something back to them, let's say after 6 or 8 months, and you can say, I remember the last time we did this, you really didn't like it, but I think you're stronger now and I want to try again. It will show them that you're really paying attention to them, their likes, their dislikes, and their needs, and it will help them feel really seen and really taken care of. So it both helps you create more personalized, unique sessions, and it helps deepen and foster the relationship between you and your student. So today's try this at home private teaching tip is to take good notes. If you haven't been doing it, it's never too late to start. Pick an app on your phone that you like, make a little file for each client, take 5 or 10 minutes right after each session, write down things they loved, things they hated, and things that you really specifically modified so that when you go to teach them, whether it's next week or next month, you can kind of go back and scan and have your memory sparked. I find this to be particularly useful and important when you're not seeing people every week, but when there are longer spaces between. When I see people, twice a week or every week, it's very, very easy for me to remember what we did, what they liked, and what they didn't like. But when I'm seeing people once a month or once every 6 weeks, which I do sometimes now, it is harder for me to remember, and I find notes can be very helpful for that. So let me know how this goes. Let me know if you have any follow-up questions, and I'm happy to answer them. Bye for now.